We go to Orange County. Andrew.
Hey, how are you? You know, I was all pissed off, and then Ted came on the line and got me laughing.
Why are you pissed off, Andrew? It's Friday.
Andy.
Friday.
Oh, that's right.
What?
I know, but listen, I'm not happy with Patrice.
Why?
Patrice isn't happy about paying taxes. Why do you think we all pay taxes for police, fire? Have policemen ever been to my house? Have they ever been... No, where do the police guys go? To the black guys?
Shut up.
Oh,
and here's the thing: I'm not upset about taxes. I'm upset about federal tax, not about state tax. State tax.
Why, you don't drop
Local
them?
taxes.
I'm going to tell you why, asshole. It's because federal tax is illegal. Federal tax is robbery. You pay state tax, and what happens is it's called amortization, where Rhode Island, you pay state tax in Rhode Island, they take what is not amortization, but the size of the state. Rhode Island takes what you pay to them, and then Rhode Island pays the government to come do shit.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to pay the government money. You're supposed to pay the state, but you know what? You're a guy who goes, do it, and you're the fucking guy that when the shit hits the fan and you're standing around naked, you're looking for help. But I'm telling you now you're getting fucked so that when 5 years comes from now, you're going to go, maybe I should apologize to Patrice, but your whiteness won't let you do that. I'm trying to tell you now that it's fucking illegal. Federal income tax. It's criminal. It's slavery. And you pay it. And you fucking pay it. And I pay it too because I don't want to lose my fucking house.
Exactly.
But it's illegal. You take it in the ass.
Extortion.
Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying you take it in the ass.
Patrice, break down your property tax. I don't see a big part of that going to federal.
Because federal takes it separately.
Because they take it now directly.
Out of my paycheck.
Out of your paycheck. It's illegal.
No, that's what he's saying. Look.
Your property tax, the federal government.
Hold on, you dummy. What he's saying is the way it was supposed to work was we pay our state taxes, which include estate tax, your local tax, property tax, things like that. They're supposed to take care of all the business and then kick some money up to the federal government to make sure the big highway that comes through that's federally funded gets paid for. So each state kicks a little more money up to the big boss. It's like fucking, the mobsters. The federal government's the fucking Don, and all the states are the soldiers, and we're the fucking, earners.
The capo regimes.
We don't give the money directly to the fucking boss.
No, he whispers to Paulie,
right?
Who does this while I do that? I can't remember the line.
All I'm saying is there's buffers, a lot of buffers.
And again, I'm not fucking saying I stand up to the government. They'll come.
No, of course.
And I'll be butt naked
You're
in the street.
powerless to do
but
anything.
I'm saying that's how we're living.
Yeah.
We're living a crime.
Yes.
And it's like, don't argue with me, motherfucker, because I got a big mouth.
Yes.
But I'm saying it's robbery. State tax is fine with me. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But state tax
It's like you're playing pop like Bruce Springsteen or something.
Oh, you asshole. You asshole.
I heard him gearing up
What a
for a chip.
douchebag. All right. Thank you, sir.
I wish you did that on Twitter.
Yeah, right?
I heard him gearing up for a chip.
Could have just fucking block a room.
I fucking love chip tweets.
There are things that the government does where you just sit there and go like, yeah, it's wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong. But there's nothing you could do about it, or else you will lose your shit and go to jail. There you go.
We're on our way to time travel. We're going to be okay.
I hope so.
We're on our way to time travel.
How would we stop that if we wanted to?
There's got to be a bloody revolution. There has to be a. There's not going to be a
on a massive scale.
You don't think
not these dumb Wall Street
they're fucking
guys.
us enough right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. If you think about this $12 raise, the math.
Yeah.
You figure I'm staying home Friday and Saturday. I'm not gonna go in no more. So you figure it's $12. So it's another $4. That's $20 a week. How much is $20 a week on a 5-day scale a year? That $20, man. Like
$1,000 a
I
year.
don't make square money. But I can't imagine that a square person on a fixed income can afford that.
I vividly remember making.
And no one gives a fuck.
I vividly remember
They don't
making
care.
shit money working for a living,
Right.
and that was a lot of money. I remember going to the ATM and fucking taking $20 out
and being like, oh, looking at my balance, like, oh, I just took 20 out.
I gotta make this last.
I vividly remember that.
Patrice is talking about the $12
fucking money
to cross over into Manhattan.
Yes. 8 times 5.
It just went up $4 for the cash guys, like we said.
8 times 5 is 40. So you only had to take $40 a week out for your tolls if you did that. Now you have to take $100 out.
Yeah.
Because there's no $12 thing that the ATM's kicking out. So you got to take $100. You have to take $60 more out of your ATM and hopefully, like, save it.
Yeah.
To pay your tolls and save it to pay whatever else. It's an extra $100. Really, you're spending $100 because what are you going to do?
But if you have Easy Pass,
$52?
$1.50 a time. So get Easy Pass. Anyone without Easy Pass should be forced to swim.
But even the Easy Pass fee is ridiculous.
It's disgusting.
At this point.
It's disgusting.
Just to cross into Manhattan in a tunnel, it's ridiculous. And there's nothing we can do about that. Nothing.
And the money was supposed to go to, just the roads and the bridges. And then they made it where it's like, well, we'll take your toll money. And then we could shove it off to here. Some fucking project for some crony guy that this guy did a favor for 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even, it's not even going to fill in the potholes and painting the fucking lines on the street.
Where does it end, though, man?
So what would be, not that I'm trying to do one.
Advocate anything.
What you think will happen that makes the people say, oh, shit. And everybody at the same time, Americans all come together and go,
the water's boiling.
Nah.
You know,
it's boiling right now.
Let me tell you
man.
what. The majority of the people in this country can go home. They turn on their fucking TV. It comes on. They get cable. They turn on their water. The water runs. They can take a shower.
For $200 a month, we get cable.
I understand.
I'm
not talking about
Patrice's point. It's getting ridiculous.
Exactly. But it comes on. We need a point, I think, where the government fucks up so badly that shit starts failing. Power companies literally start not being able to pump the power out anymore because the money isn't there to pay the guys that rewind the generators in copper coils, or the copper's too expensive to buy. And it just has to get to the point where the system starts breaking down to where you turn your shit on and all of a sudden go, hey, my shit ain't coming on. Time to grab the guns.
That would be a revolution. But the technology,
that's what I'm talking about.
But the technology is not just hurting. Like the fact that we can be caught with technology or it's burning us.
I don't just mean technology. I was using that, but I mean everything.
I'm saying but it's burning people who are higher up. It's burning people who are fucking higher up the ladder. Wiener is a fucking congressman, and he lost a gig because of fucking technology. It's not just burning the lower class people. Everybody is dealing with it the same way. Everybody's paying the same price for it.
The second it affects everybody.
Anarchy is different than revolution.
Yeah.
That would be anarchy, which would make the army come in and just shoot everybody.
Well, that's also revolution. You need the support of the army. So, and anarchy, I don't know. Anarchy
just
takes a lot.
In the streets
I think there's too much shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mad is crazy.
You would need some other person that wouldn't be electable yet would make a good leader that the people and army would be behind. That's the only way a revolution ever fucking works. And then, when the government that was in place goes to call on the army to quell the revolution, the army says, fuck you, turns their tanks around, starts shooting at them, and before you know it, you got a complete new government. Now, for that to happen in this country, you got to go home in the freezing cold, no water, no TV, no food, no nothing. And then maybe people in this country, these lazy fucking sheep, might actually get up off their ass and go, maybe we should do something. I think we're being fucked.
It's happening down on Wall Street, Ant. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that fucking Wall Street thing.
I know that's a big one for you.
Oh, boy.
They're taking over Wall Street.
Bunch of little faggots. Shut up.
So it's begun. They're taking over Wall Street on weekends when no one's down there.
But they are in a way, though.
At night when it's closed.
Even though they are just a bunch of little jizz bags, they are in a way fighting people who are stealing or saying something about people who are fucking stealing from all of us.
First of all, they don't even know.
Can you explain what this is about for the people that don't know?
No, because they don't even know.
They don't know?
They're doing this thing where a bunch of stink bags go to Wall Street every night and hang out with all of their fucking camera phones out, waiting for the NYPD to hit them. That's their top priority, by the way. Fuck Wall Street. They don't even know how Wall Street works. This fucking walk on Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street, whatever hashtag
Occupy
they want
Wall
to use.
Street, I think it is. Yeah.
They don't even know what they're doing down there. They have no idea. They saw what happened in Egypt and Syria and all these Middle Eastern countries with change in the government, and they're like, yeah, we could do it too. Where's the blood on your hands? Where's your fucking, where's your buddy Brad's brain splattered all over the side of your fucking head as you pick up a rock and throw it at a tank? You're a bunch of pussies. It's the American way of doing it, which is get your phones out, hope some poor NYPD sap gets pissed enough to smack you so you can end his career and fucking make a YouTube video. They're a bunch of faggots. They're not real. They're phony wannabe protesters. Get some blood on your hands and you might get a little respect from me. You're a bunch of pussies.
We're all going to be part of the same mentality, whether we like it or not. That's where this is going. It's where it's
gone before that. No, but it's where it's defeated, though, man.
No, it's not.
Sounds like
it's not.
It is defeated.
It's not because
I'm too smart for people to be like me.
It's not, though. Literally, individuality and this whole thing about we have to fight them. It really is. We're coming out of being apes. It's the way we think.
Yeah.
We don't do anything. Can you picture fucking people that we think or beings that travel to this planet if they exist? Do you really think they're fucking fighting over property taxes on what planet they're on?
Wouldn't that be hysterical?
You go so far beyond
interstellar
that.
travel and they're pissed. I think they probably are.
You think they are?
I think wherever
there's an interstellar travel tax? You motherfucker! I can't go.
I guarantee there is.
Because we are made up of the same shit
in the
that
universe.
everybody's made up of. And just because you got a big head and black eyes and skinny weird arms, them motherfuckers is arguing
deal with the same shit
over cable.
Can you because when you look from the days people bashed each other over the head and literally just fucking hid from a lion. If you would have told them, you'll be quietly texting people and communicating silently. That would have seemed like that will never fucking happen.
Cave your head in with a rock.
Exactly, and then eat your phone. You don't know what it is.
Well, but I think there's a human nature that will stop what you think.
Human nature can be overcome. It's all chemicals.
It's like Jurassic Park.
It's chemicals.
It's like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. He's like,
the chaos theory.
This is amazing, but something's
gonna fuck up here.
It's not gonna happen. It's just nature is gonna do some shit.
Well,
it's going to do something.
Nature can absolutely be controlled. It can absolutely be fucking manipulated and have you. Once you're beyond a certain point, then nature is fairly powerless over you. Once you,
it always
absolutely
finds
think so.
It's like squeezing fucking clay in your hand. It's going to come out your fingers.
Yeah, you can't.
It's all chemical reactions. It's all chemical.
But it changes. The chemistry changes. You fucking, it's all chemistry. But maybe these two chemicals ain't mixed yet, and you don't know what's going to happen. When you fuck with nature and beings and even humanity or the animal world, plants, whatever the fuck you fuck with, something happens, adapts, evolves, and changes to shove it back in your fucking face or to work. One or the other, but it's going to change.
And that big lighter that we have in the sky that everybody's always trying to fucking control, it's the basis of our life.
Yeah.
And I just look at some people don't believe in God. The fact that the sun exists and we exist, that's God to me. And it's very godlike. It's very where you go, hey man, look, Irene could have destroyed whatever, or Katrina did. We can't control. Nature will do something to make us stop thinking that we're
all fucking mighty.
Nature will always be able to kill people, but even the sun eventually expanding, we're going to be able to leave this planet and just colonize other places.
You think?
Even absolutely.
You're just saying that based on what? How you feel?
No, on the fact that that's what Kaku says and a lot of theoretical physicists
That's where technology's going.
And there's already look what we've come in 200 years.
Give me the principles on how we're going to travel.
Okay. From what I know, I'm not a scientist, obviously. We eventually We eventually learn what wormholes are and how to travel through interstellar space and how to colonize things in space. And look at how far we've come in 200 years of industrial technology, or 250 years. Multiply that by 500 more years or 1,000 more years.
But what
where we're going to be technologically.
We've sent something in space that just goes.
We know subatomic particles exist. We fucking from bashing each other over the head, we are now fucking fighting cancer. We understand all these things that we didn't understand a couple hundred years ago.
I'm waiting for the shit from The Fly.
A couple hundred years ago.
That's what
no shit.
To zip us over somewhere.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Absolutely will happen.
Oh, it'll absolutely happen.
Absolutely.
We can't wrap our brains around it right now, but it's going to happen.
Of course we will.
Of course we will.
It's just
I'm
a
with
matter
Jimmy
of
on that.
fucking passing the speed of light.
I can see us colonizing like Mars, somewhere close.
We'll be just like the dinosaurs. I think dinosaurs
there you
fucking
go.
watch television.
And they lived a lot longer than we did.
Stephen Hawking theorized black holes. He knew what they were. They said he was crazy. He's a fucking idiot. And now they find evidence of black holes. It's like they can kind of see this stuff a little bit down the road. This is 200 years in. We're fucking 250, 300 years into technology.
So another 200 years is what you think?
It multiplies faster and faster and faster and faster.
I don't think we're going to have jets in cars.
No, I don't either.
I don't think we're going to have jets in cars.
People aren't responsible.
Look at computers. They say now that on your phone, basically we have computers that we carry that are more powerful than what NASA used to send the fucking astronauts to the moon.
True that.
That's 30 years.
More than a toaster.
That's 30 fucking years.
So what do you think we're going to do? Other than, technology, I think has really what technology has given us is basically communication.
Right.
It's not, now, I don't think it's really upped our ability space-wise. I don't think the shuttle is any more amazing than the fucking Apollo 18. Mm-hmm. I don't think we've really developed off this planet. I think we developed on it. I think we've learned how to genetically modify shit and experiment on rats and do certain things and go, and medicines and everything else. But I don't think that we are going to do anything that's going to break.
We have a hard time leaving the planet.
We've only been to the moon supposedly
a couple of times.
Once.
You're not a supposed guy, are you?
More than once. You've been there like 10 times.
I never was until I started thinking, why haven't we been there again?
We went there 6 times.
It seems like it would be easier.
Here's how you travel. I'll answer your question.
Would be easier now.
You talk about these printers they have that can now print genetic material. So eventually, once we learn how to navigate wormholes and all that stuff, and now they're saying they can send neutrinos fucking faster than the speed of light, you start sending. Once they break down your DNA, and a computer can actually take you apart and put you together DNA-wise and print you out on a fucking printer, and once your entire mentality, like Kurzweil talks about, is on a computer, which is going to happen because it's all just chemical shit.
And they print your soul too.
The soul is a religious theory.
No. They print out what makes you
right. It's all chemicals. It's all particles. It's all subatomic particles. All of it. And the personality, things we define as personalities, are all chemically explainable somehow. We can't explain it yet, but once they figure that out, 500 years from now, you'll be uploaded on a computer. And I believe Kurzweil when he said that.
That's very unspiritual of you.
Of course it is, but it's the truth.
Imagine that
I don't know if it's
print
the truth.
Who you are.
It is weird.
Sure they can.
I can't figure. I understand the whole chemistry behind humanity. Believe me, but there is that fucking spark that makes you.
But what is that spark?
I don't know. That's just it. It might just be like you say, a bunch of fucking
DNA,
little glands going squish.
Of course it is.
Squish. Do a little more. We put a little more of this. It's like a cake, you know. You give everyone the same ingredients. They put a little more in this one. It's going to taste a little different.
They'll figure that out eventually.
Exactly.
I totally believe that.
I there's got to be something that is completely inexplicable at this point that makes you and me me.
Absolutely. There's subatomic things that go on that we can't explain. But I hate to break, but literally.
But you think everything
that
can be
duplicated. Of course,
would spit out an exact Jimmy Norton.
Jimmy Norton. Emotions can be replicated. Emotions can be created. Look, a big boom happens. Every single living creature goes. Ah! We all look. We're not that different. We're all from the same. It's the same chemical thing that happens to fucking everybody.
Not Clooney in an action movie.
Well, that's different.
That shit blows up.
That
shit blows up behind him, and he still just keeps walking toward the car.
Can I ask Anthony something? There's a couple things in there. Why aren't we on the moon just hanging out at this point?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Because that's the thing.
But why aren't we?
Where I did the quote-unquote thing. I'm not a big...
You don't think we landed on the moon?
Was fake, but it's strange
that
we're not hanging out on the moon.
I would guarantee we went there, but we went. The space program went in a whole nother direction. The funding stopped. Right. We were going for a more low orbital launching platform for Mars missions. That's what the whole space station's up there for. Changed our whole mission. So the moon, we've been there, looked at some rocks. They're still studying shit that we brought back.
There's nothing to get from the moon.
What is with Mars?
People are fascinated with it.
It's the near planet.
I'm thinking we can make what I like to call a shake and bake planet out of it.
It's just because it's the next step.
We've never been to
the company.
planet.
We manufacture those.
But why don't we have a moon station in?
What?
It just
we
isn't
don't
profitable?
need one. Why would we need a moon station?
All right, it would be just cool.
They are thinking about it as a launching base for a Mars mission.
Right.
But there's no reason to have people living on the moon. We have a space station.
But that would just be so cool.
Yeah, but they don't do things because it's cool.
And we can monetize that
They
shit.
don't do stuff because it's cool.
Like
if you could go to the moon and hang out for, a weekend?
As tourism?
It seems
But
like
I'm just
that,
saying, why not?
It seems like that aluminum foil thing would have had trouble getting off the moon. It seems like we could have took the shuttle and just
went to the moon
and just went there.
Yeah, the
and
shuttle
landed
wasn't made for that shit.
And the shuttle, and that's been our only elevation is the shuttle.
All the shuttle is made for is to make a truck to take shit up to the space station, deliver it, and come back. That is it, to make that fucking space station. And that was the whole mission. And now that the space station's built, now they want to take materials up. They want to start building a platform to launch stuff to Mars. And then when you get enough equipment on Mars, put people there on Mars.
So their eyes can get big when there's no air?
Three titted fucking chicks and hot little midgets.
For what?
For what? Because deep down, we know that sun is not going to be there forever, so we're just trying to figure it out.
Well, it'll be there.
Just life in general is trying to figure it out. So deep down,
I think if you look at some type of
well, as far as we're concerned,
there's a way, and they did touch on this in movies, like Total Recall and Aliens.
Sunshine.
The making a planet inhabitable from something that is just uninhabitable.
They say they found a big Earth too. They call it like
Super Earth.
Super Earth.
Super Earth.
And
but they need something close. See, we need something close at this point. If there's a way to go to Mars and set up a base on Mars that can be colonized and turn the carbon dioxide atmosphere into an oxygen atmosphere using, plants breathing carbon dioxide. You put some plants there and they spit out oxygen. So, you start slowly in a dome.
Let's just go dome.
That'll take
a long fucking time.
Not Discovery Channel things about how plants became over zillions and billions of years.
A long fucking time.
But if we can make them and do what they took millions of years to do through evolution, if we figure out how to do that on a computer, you can do it very quickly.
Dude, I think once we start, we
can grow hands now. We can grow skin. How long did it take you to grow your adult hand? Now, the way they can do it on a fucking printer, they can do it almost immediately.
Wish the boss was here. Do a nice hand joke.
5 minutes. How long did it take you to grow that reptilian thing?
I just think the closer we think we get to God, the closer we get to death. Because it's just like, I think that we are, because we think we're the shit, because we think. Because we have an idea of what's good and bad or what's right and wrong. But it's like, like you go into the animal thing, lions ain't thinking about that. They living with us, and lions are just going, hey, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. And like when I watch, those specials and I see a lion kill a baby something, and you go, that piece of shit lion, I want to just shoot him. He's not. There's no consequence.
He's not thinking that shit.
We think we're something, humans, because we think we think.
You don't think that big water buffalo looking at the baby one getting all ripped apart, he just gave birth to it, is sitting there going, oh, man.
It's sad.
It looks all sad. Doesn't it look sad? It's like, oh, man,
it's
the lion.
motherly, but the lion is not killing it based on something personal or sport or anything. We have emotions that make us think that we're elevated some sort of way. But I think that we are just like dinosaurs. At some point, something's going to happen, and then Thundar the Barbarian motherfuckers are going to be riding around, and then fucking we're going to be the time-traveling people that live under the ground, and then it's going to be another 4 billion years, it'll be nothing here, then another 5 billion, it'll be something here, then the sun goes out. But it'll be something here that can live
when the sun is not there. Right.
We are living at God's time. If you don't believe in God, I'm saying God, but I mean nature, man. We're here.
Whatever your definition of God is.
I like the idea of what you said with the sun, and you know what? You can't even look at the sun.
You can't.
With the naked eye.
No,
if that isn't a fucking spiritual thing, it gives you life. It gives everything on this planet life.
But don't
and
look
you
at
can't
it.
even look at it.
Put on sunglasses. Look right at the fucking thing. Fuck it. Fuck that big ball of dumb
Avert
gas.
your
Fucking its ass. It's gonna eat the earth in 4 billion years or whatever, and then we're gone.
I love Jimmy's take.
The sun's
on
a
it.
big hunk of shit, and it's an average star. The sun is the 5-inch dicks of stars.
You think there's shit living on these planets?
God.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because it may not.
Just something that we don't give a fuck about.
It's the principles of life. It's
Right.
just there's another life.
We got to get Kevin